Before we get started with this video, I just want to let you guys know that there are only a couple of days left to enter this awesome triple play giveaway. So if you guys are interested, it's going to be the top link down in the description. Good luck, and here we go. What's up, guys? T-Mart here, and today we are going to be talking about some Infinite Warfare news. Oh my goodness, did I really just say that? Holy cow, who would believe it? News on this channel. It's kind of funny to think about how crazy the content's changed this year compared to every other year that I've been on YouTube. And usually I love covering all of the recent news and the rumors and the tips and tricks and stuff like that, and none of that has been on the channel this year, and it makes me really sad. Like, I feel really bad about it, but at the same time, I'm not quite as passionate about this game as I have been in previous years, and neither are you guys, so I don't know. It's this weird gray area that I can't wait to get out of. I can't wait to get back to the regular type of videos with Call of Duty World War II, and I have some other ideas, some new series and stuff I want to do up until then to kind of hold us over, because I have been uploading very inconsistently lately, and I apologize for that, guys. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about DLC 2, which was just announced for Infinite Warfare, and no, this isn't going to be a generic update video. There's one thing in particular I want to talk about that I'm sure a lot of you guys know based on the title and thumbnail. But let's get the kind of logistics out of the way here. The new DLC is coming out on April 18th, first on PS4. It's got the Zombies map and then 4 multiplayer maps. The Zombies, they already have the trailer out for it. It's called the Shaolin Shuffle. That's the name of the map. You're headed to New York with this like Kung Fu, Karate, Taekwondo type twist on it. I don't know, looks kind of interesting. As for multiplayer, the maps actually look really, really beautiful. So all we have so far are screenshots, but this is Turista. It's a plush spa resort that has long sight lines outside and then tight corridors inside. Then we've got Scrap, which is an abandoned junkyard on the moon. We've got Archive, which is a futuristic art gallery with tight, fast engagements. And then finally, we've got Excess. And Excess is the one I want to talk about. What does this map look like to you guys? I'm sure most of you guys got it right. This is a remake of Rust from Modern Warfare 2. So the description of the map says that it's a reimagined classic Modern Warfare 2 map that takes place on top of a penthouse in a futuristic metropolis, and it retains the intense, fast-paced combat from the original. So holy cow, man. Rust is something I haven't really heard from or seen in quite some time, but when I saw this today, it really brought back a lot of memories. Like, Rust is definitely one of the most iconic maps in all of COD history just because it was so unique. So I don't have that many memories of playing Rust in public matches. Obviously, there were some times you would get it, and then I think, wasn't there a time period where that's like all you could get? The game was like glitched out and the modders had taken over and stuff like that, and all you could play was Rust. But for the most part, my memories on Rust were all 1v1s. So like, sniping and quickscoping and 1v1ing was at its peak during Modern Warfare 2. I mean, obviously the intervention had a lot to do with that, but it was just like, it was such a fun game. The community was so alive. We were back on the old consoles where everybody had mics. There was so much trash talking going on, and it was a really, really fun time in the Call of Duty history. And so Rust was always where you settled all of your disputes. If you had an argument, if you had a question of who was better than somebody else, you took that shit to Rust. That's where everything was laid out on the line. That was the blacktop. That's where it all went down, and you showed what was what. So, you know, Rust was it was really, really unique in that aspect. We haven't had many other maps like that. Obviously, Shipment was a big 1v1 map, but I would say Rust, at least in my eyes, is the most popular one. So, even at the release night, actually, I just remember this. So, Modern Warfare 2 release night, I went to GameStop at midnight, and they had like a 1v1 64-person tournament you could sign up for. So, it was 64 people, 1v1 bracket style. We went through, and I ended up being the winner. I was there till like 3:30 in the morning. It was so much fun, but holy cow. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So Rust, great map, a lot of fun, a lot of good memories. How on earth is this thing going to transfer over to Infinite Warfare? Because Rust was a small map, like a very, very, very small map. Like, barely bigger than Shipment small map. It did have a little bit of verticality with that tower in the middle. You could climb up like the little slanted pipe thing where you could go up the ladder and stuff like that, but it was a small map. Like, there's no getting around it. It was very, very clustered, very crazy. I mean, if you were playing in like a full public lobby, it was just insane. It was like Shipment, maybe even a little bit worse, with just spawn death, explosives everywhere, Pavlos and chopper gunners and everything else running through the sky. Like, it was an insane map. And it was super, super fast in Modern Warfare 2, which is a game that was all boots on the ground. You were limited in movement to how fast you could sprint and mantle and stuff like that. So how on earth is a map that's already that fast with boots on the ground going to be transferred over to Infinite Warfare where all your movement is multiplied by like 3. I mean, you can run, you can boost jump, you can wall run. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. The movement is way quicker, and it was already that fast-paced and that intense. I don't see how this is going to work. I really don't. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I'm trying to hold out judgment because obviously we haven't played yet. In the past, they have changed up some of the remakes a little bit. So if you guys remember, in Call of Duty Ghosts, we had the Shipment remake, which was called Showtime. Now, I don't want to talk too much about this because I did not like the map very much, but basically they took Shipment and then they extended the sides a little bit and gave us a little bit more playable area. So maybe they're going to take Rust and just kind of stretch it out and make it a little bit bigger. I was examining the picture of it. It's hard to tell scale, obviously, but I didn't see that they changed that much. So I'm not convinced that this is going to work. Like, it's going to be really interesting to see how all of this pans out. But it is interesting that they decided to go for it. Like, I do appreciate them trying new stuff and bringing us new stuff, you know what I mean? Like, they could have just dropped the game after everybody hated it, but they've been bringing out new weapons and new DLC and stuff like that pretty consistently. So at least they're giving it a shot. I'm just not convinced that this one's going to work. So I'm looking forward to checking it out. Honestly, it's probably the most excited I've been about IW pubs in a long time. So we're going to see what happens on April 18th. I wanted to talk about it with you guys and see what you guys thought. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace out.